Let us pray. Lord, I pray as I race today, keep me safe along the way. Not only me, but others too, as they perform the jobs they do. I know, God, that in a race, I, the driver, must set the pace. But in this race of life, I pray, help me, Lord, along the way. Although I know I am a sinner, help me to believe that with God, you're always a winner.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose red stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of death with victory and peace? May the heaven-rescued land praise the power that hath made and preserved us a nation. Then conquer we must when our cause it is just, and this be our motto, in God is our trust, and the star-spangled banner in triumph shall wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Shh! Hear that? That's the sound of technological advancement happening with each passing second and making you and all you stand for obsolete. HDR, or High Dynamic Range, is the latest and greatest of those advancements, and in a nutshell, it improves the contrast between light and dark, giving you a more accurate reproduction of colour. The technical definition for HDR panels demands a 4K resolution and a contrast ratio of 1000 nits at peak brightness and just 0.05 nits at black level. In case you're wondering, 1 nit is roughly equivalent to the light one candle gives off. But if you'll forgive us the excellent pun, it's not quite as black and white as all that. In a game like Monolith's Middle-earth Shadow of War, it's the difference between seeing the developer's true vision of Tolkien's land and a diluted version of it. Take Mount Doom, for example, an icon of the geography and a perfect demonstration of the game's dramatic visuals. An HDR-capable gaming PC offers more contrast between the glowing lava and the charred rock. In this fight at Gorgoroth at the base of the mountain, Talion takes down some occupying orcs using Celebrimbor's bright blue wraith magic against a backdrop of billowing chimneys and lava lakes. HDR brings out the details in all these elements, producing brighter blues, making the explosions pop, and retaining the inky blacks of each shadow and dark cloud. It isn't only in extreme contrast situations that the benefits of an HDR gaming rig really shine through though. In this dark and gloomy interior, HDR is better able to articulate small differences in shades of a similar colour. So areas that might once have looked washed out in SDR appear atmospheric and immersive. So if you're wondering why HDR really matters in games, just remember Mount Doom and its lovely lava flow. From now until October 16th, when you buy select GeForce GTX 1080 Ti and GeForce GTX 1080 graphics cards, systems and laptops from a participating retailer, you can also bag a bundled copy of Middle-earth: Shadow of War and enjoy the very best PC gaming experience.
Brandon Red was our winner. Martin Wenzel second. Now, current point standards for the main event is Bradley Bridge is our leader. Zachary Smith is third. Bradley Freeman is fourth. Now, the A-split standards, Bradley Bridge is the leader. We got Brandon Red as the leader. C.R. Reed, second. Bradley Freeman, fourth. Adam Jackson. Now we got all the points set up.
The sound of technological advancement happening with each passing second and making you and all you stand for obsolete. HDR, or High Dynamic Range, is the latest and greatest of those advancements, and in a nutshell, it improves the contrast between light and dark, giving you a more accurate reproduction of colour. The technical definition for HDR panels demands a 4K resolution and a contrast ratio of 1000 nits at peak brightness and just 0.05 nits at black level. In case you're wondering, 1 nit is roughly equivalent to the light one candle gives off. But if you'll forgive us the excellent pun, it's not quite as black and white as all that. In a game like Monolith's Middle-earth Shadow of War, it's the difference between seeing the developer's true vision of Tolkien's land and a diluted version of it. Take Mount Doom, for example, an icon of the geography and a perfect demonstration of the game's dramatic visuals. An HDR-capable gaming PC offers more contrast between the glowing lava and the charred rock. In this fight at Gorgoroth at the base of the mountain, Talion takes down some occupying orcs using Celebrimbor's bright blue wraith magic against a backdrop of billowing chimneys and lava lakes. HDR brings out the details in all these elements, producing brighter blues, making the explosions pop, and retaining the inky blacks of each shadow and dark cloud. It isn't only in extreme contrast situations that the benefits of an HDR gaming rig really shine through though. In this dark and gloomy interior, HDR is better able to articulate small differences in shades of a similar colour. So areas that might once have looked washed out in SDR appear atmospheric and immersive. So if you're wondering why HDR really matters in games, just remember Mount Doom and its lovely lava flow. From now until October 16th, when you buy select GeForce GTX 1080 Ti and GeForce GTX 1080 graphics cards, systems and laptops from a participating retailer, you can also bag a bundled copy of Middle-earth Shadow of War and enjoy the very best PC gaming experience.
And we're back. Just a little bit more than that. As of right now, said, we had a really good race last about 2 weeks ago. Speedway. Really did a nice job there coming in. I got to hear about Brady Briggs. He is our but he's being consistent, man. That's how you're going to win these games. You got to be consistent. I don't believe I talked about Zachary much at all. He has been pretty consistent, and with his consistency, he is now third in the points standings. So, I don't believe he may not. I'm not really sure. He doesn't know. Being consistent does allow for drivers winning races. I know you can do the tires all the way. I think it's going to be 2 laps. They come in, call you, and I say that because when it comes to driving, like they only have 4 more races to go after this. So it's going to be less than it takes to get into the series. We're having Mark Vega just moved up into leadership. And that is 102nd off the way. And they are actually on pit road. Well, that was kind of stupid. Well, we got 2 minutes to go. I will not be able to bring you anything but qualifying times. There again, I was unable to log in as a spectator, so we did not get any qualifying laps here. Well, like I said, we still have really good races. We got 5, 6, 6 flags out here. Normally do this, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Jordan Gonzalez is going to be the update for this race. I got a feeling that Jordan Gonzalez is going to update this race. Just because I know he's hungry and I know how he drives. He's there in front and it gets down to 5 or 6 to go. I believe he's going to be right there. They actually look forward out. drivers with it. Everyone should be on the same page for the green flag. And the Burrows finally showed up, so that makes then we're going to have around 18 drivers tonight for this race. That's an alright field. It's a moderate field. And with it being 17 or 16 drivers in this race, I believe we're going to see a lot of give and take here at the beginning of this race. Drivers are going to want to get down on the bottom. It may end up being a follow the leader on the bottom type race. I just don't believe this league is going to do that. I know I like to feed on the bottom, and they call me bottom feeder if you want to, but the bottom is the safest place to be, I feel, as long as you don't bush up into somebody in the turns. The bottom's just fine. But with these trucks, the top line moves really good, and once they get a roll going, the high side can pass that low lane pretty easy with about 3 trucks. They don't need more than 3 trucks, and they'll be able to get that high side working really good as long as they finish or stay close nose to tail. But with that said, I still believe that we're going to have at least one yellow, and I believe it will come at the end of the race, towards the end of the race. Now, our track information for tonight is we are at 102 degrees for our track temperature, and that's pretty warm. And our weather is 77 outside temperature, so with the winds of almost 4 miles an hour out of the northeast, and it is partly cloudy, so they're all right with the wind. They ain't gonna have too big of an upset or push or anything like that. So I think it's gonna be a little slick out there with that 100 plus temperature out there. But anyway, our drivers are getting ready to complete their first lap, and we'll get a rundown as it pops in. Give me just a second. Ryan Hesgard has already set a lap of 54.7. Mark Vega beat him with a 54.09. Currently, Mark Vega is on the pole. As of right now, it's Mark Vega, James Laredo, David Wright. Connor Lane just jumped up into third. And Getty Buckner, he must be a new driver to the league. That's the first time I believe I've seen that name. Ryan Hesgard has just took over the pole with a 53.7. That's not going to hold because Brady Briggs and David Wright both just jumped him with a 53.6 and a 53.7. I believe you're going to be looking at a 53.4 or below to get the pole. Getty Buckner, as of right now, is sitting on the pole with a 53.67. Anthony Burrows has made at least one lap, and he is currently 9th. I believe he's still got another lap to go. We
got 4 drivers that have yet to qualify a single lap. And with 45 seconds to go, it looks like Getty Buckner. Not sure who he is, but he is your pole sitter. And Brady Briggs is outside. James Laredo is 3rd, and David Wright is 4th. As soon as we get an official finishing results here, I will go through the grid and we'll be ready to go racing. It's saying Robert Tyus. He's definitely got to be a new driver. Is your pole sitter, and Getty Buckner is your outside pole. Really not sure if that's accurate or not. Excuse me. Brady Briggs is starting 3rd. James Laredo is 4th. David Wright ends up being 5th. Ryan Hesgard is 6th. Ryan Branch is 7th. Jordan Gonzalez is 8th. Mark Vega is 9th. And Clay Phillips rounds out our top 10. Blake Griffiths is all the way in the 11th position. James Randolph is 12th. Connor Lane is 13th. Chris James is 14th. Anthony Burrows is starting 15th. Brandon Dalton is starting in the 16th position. So we have 16 drivers that are taking the field here tonight. Excuse me. Yep, we are ready to go. This ought to be a good race. Drivers, brand new drivers to the league, are sitting on the inside and outside. Drivers up front are new to the league. So let's see how this turns out here tonight. And that one muted everything. I got some kids in this. Back over and make sure everything's loud enough and everything. I just got it the other day, so didn't have time to really adjust anything. Said it was working. Just don't know how loud it is. But with that said, we get one race in, and I'll go through some of it. Try to work out everything before 9:30. Qualified up front, and then Blake Griffin, he decided he was going to, well, I don't know if he decided to, but he's starting pretty far back, and that's the difference between first and second in the championships. First place, it's time to start up
Green, green, green.
DRL Winter Series, 47 laps. And Robert Tyus wasted no time. Briggs is right behind him, followed by David Wright. Kenny Butler, he decided he was going to push his truck down to the inside as well. I saw that problem fight. Shot wide, wow, 85. That is great for Dalton. Not going to give up. He's going to take that line. This is what I like to see, some three wide racing here. All these drivers. Robert Tyus. Robert Tyus. Radar on the inside. They're going to try to pull a three wide move again and split this bottom one, highway, and height limit. He's just out here riding around in this place. Go back up front.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Just turned by Clay Phillips. And that's going to really be a heartbreak for that. I believe Clay got any damage out of it. That took out everybody. Everyone except for Phillips definitely has damage. Oh yeah, Ryan Hesbegard has damage. Brandon Dalton, like he was Navy, all right. David Wright, like he's okay. 7. The other 3 definitely got damage. That's a crying shame. Waiting for it, like the doctor. I can't get it. Nobody else can get it. But he may know something that I don't know. 8 laps, 9 laps on the tires may not be enough to make a difference. And you may actually think that he can coast the fuse enough or get enough gas to make it all the way on the end. Just riding around here with this one dog. Maybe you're looking for a late not really sure. But we'll be right back and get us a little quick sponsorship commercial in.
Shh! Hear that? That's the sound of technological advancement happening with each passing second and making you and all you stand for obsolete. HDR, or High Dynamic Range, is the latest and greatest of those advancements, and in a nutshell, it improves the contrast between light and dark, giving you a more accurate reproduction of colour. The technical definition for HDR panels demands a 4K resolution and a contrast ratio of 1000 nits at peak brightness and just 0.05 nits at black level. In case you're wondering, 1 nit is roughly equivalent to the light one candle gives off. But if you'll forgive us the excellent pun, it's not quite as black and white as all that. In a game like Monolith's Middle-earth Shadow of War, it's the difference between seeing the developer's true vision of Tolkien's land and a diluted version of it. Take Mount Doom, for example, an icon of the geography and a perfect demonstration of the game's dramatic visuals. An HDR-capable gaming PC offers more contrast between the glowing lava and the charred rock. In this fight at Gorgoroth at the base of the mountain, Talion takes down some occupying orcs using Celebrimbor's bright blue wraith magic against a backdrop of billowing chimneys and lava lakes. HDR brings out the details in all these elements, producing brighter blues, making the explosions pop, and retaining the inky blacks of each shadow and dark cloud. It isn't only in extreme contrast situations that the benefits of an HDR gaming rig really shine through though. In this dark and gloomy interior, HDR is better able to articulate small differences in shades of a similar colour. So areas that might once have looked washed out in SDR appear atmospheric and immersive. So if you're wondering why HDR really matters in games, just remember Mount Doom and its lovely lava flow. From now until October 16th, when you buy select GeForce GTX 1080 Ti and GeForce GTX 1080 graphics cards, systems and laptops from a participating retailer, you can also bag a bundled copy of Middle-earth: Shadow of War and enjoy the very best PC gaming experience.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. And I believe we got 2 laps green. We're still under yellow here at the DRL Winter Series, Talladega, 117.5 miles for 47 lapper A split race. Say that. Ask you to park your vehicle, and if you continue, you will be disqualified from the racing. We got Brady Briggs, Brandon Dalton, Blake Griffith, Ryan Hesgart, Mark Vega, Chris James, Getty Buckner, David Wright, Anthony Burrows, and Ryan Brady. That rounds out our top 10. We get set here and go back green flag racing. Be ready to dive off the pit road here in just a second. These drivers have the opportunity to
Green flag, green flag.
Brady Briggs comes inside. track. Gonzalez and Glenn Wilson. Clay Phillips. He's still got the truck. As we come back up front, we're going to get back into this pack. I don't know what actually calling all out back there. They called it back. Brady Briggs is doing really good. He's sitting there on the inside. That high side looks like he's and that's Eddie Buckner.
Caution is out.
And all these trucks are going to have to reset again. That's a crying shame there. We'll get a replay of that. like everybody was caught up in it all the way from David right back. Eddie Butler is your leader. Ryan Edgard is currently second. Once the driver gets flying back up. Getty Butler is first, Ryan Edgard is second, James Laredo is third, Brandon Dalton is fourth, Ryan Brandon got as I stated earlier, those drivers most likely at the mercy of their vehicle as they probably already used up one going faster there than they get. With that said, we will be going back green here in just a few minutes. I know I'm not making this exciting right now. Start it up. Down in here. I'm really extremely hot. But it's been a pretty good race so far. We did have 2,006 laps. Not that bad. Not like we thought we did. Right, 3 laps. It's been a pretty good, exciting race here tonight. All he needs to do is concentrate on getting that line around, or staying right where he's at. Avoiding the caution when it does come out. He will get back on the lead lap. And as long as he's on the lead lap, he still stands a chance of winning this race, ladies and gentlemen. It don't matter where you're at in this field. If you are within that main draft, you can go from dead last to front. probably be swinging to the outside. Back green, we will be 2 laps short and halfway. We're about halfway through this. And for the most part, it looks like everybody got their stuff fixed. All the trucks, a lot of things there. Down the back stretch. A lot of these drivers, they will be making the series, or next season they'll be in different series splits. You are eligible to race more than one series. You can only win a championship in one. You need to decide up front car is in, and we are getting ready to go back to green flag racing.
Green flag, green flag.
Start. Those are down right there, like still can. You stay on the house side. You got Brandon Dalton. Oh, everybody is jumping up in front of them on the high side. To the high side, or I should say in the middle. We still got 3 trucks in the high lane. exciting racing right here. There's like the middle line is going to make it. And we got 2 trucks that just popped up, pushed their way down the bottom of the line here.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
That's completely unbelievable for these drivers to have to deal with. And it don't look like he made it to the... You said what? Oh, burnout. It looks like Chris James is actually gonna be done for the night, and that's a crying shame. I thought Chris James, I thought I might have had his name written down. Anyway, Chris James is a really good driver. He's usually not like that, bottom of the pack or whatever, but don't know exactly if that was net code or not, but at this point, can't drive. Is back up in the top 5 again. And you got James Bandoff there in front of him. James is 2 laps down. He does that there. Get back up here in the front. We still got one smoking on the back stretch. Who in the world is that? Serious? That is 16. Mike. back. Green flag falls. And we're back. Lights are out on the pace car. We're sitting in the back. Go get the pace car. Got it right now. Still need the glasses. Don't know why I'm trying to take them off. Ryan Hesgard did elect to take the inside.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, I thought the 3. And
All right, man.
they do have
Caution
a
is out.
wreck
Caution
anyway.
is out.
Because I don't know. I seen that one coming. Follow the 3. On the highway. Brandon Dalton had no choice, nowhere to go. I believe that was all on Sam Wilson. Look at it. Should have backed off or picked the lane. But it is what it is. Ryan Hesgard has been out there for 25 laps with his tires. Getty Buckner has been out there for 25 laps. Brady Briggs has got 7 laps on his. James Laredo and Ryan Brents rounds out the top 5, and they both have 25 laps on their tires. So I'm going to assume these drivers are going to come in and get some tires. And I assume wrong. Like Connor Lane is ended up doing something with his truck. He's on the bottom. Like waiting to get it with the laps, 14 laps remaining, 5 lead changes, 4 cautions for 13 laps. Okay. I can't wait to get up here and watch these last 15 laps to go. It'll be pretty good. And I am not live. We're going to live. See that race. Gonzalez, Mark Vega, all those drivers are 1 or more laps now. Keep an eye on this Getty Buckner. He's a pretty fast truck out there. He got a clean truck. Man, the white right there up front, Ryan Hesgard and Brady Briggs. Can't count out old Getty. We don't know nothing about him. He's a brand new driver to this league, and he can drive at least at the super speedway. Done pretty good so far. I believe we are going to line up next time around. Ladies and gentlemen, I was sitting in my bed Sunday night. It was almost 11 o'clock. Heard what sounded like a gunshot go off. About, wasn't even 30 seconds later, we heard the explosion. It sounded like a bomb going off inside my bed. Next door neighbor's house caught fire. His name is Ronnie Marshall, him, along with 6 other members of his family. Quite a few dogs. Lucky everyone made it out safely. Prayers go out to them. They have lost everything. They lost everything they had. Did have one dog that was trapped in the house throughout the whole fire. Fire department did get the dog. The dog was recovered 100%. He was lucky. Matter of fact, everybody was lucky in that house, the way it blew up and went up. I'm only 2 houses away from it. And by the time I heard the explosion, throw my pants on, it had already moved from the back porch into the living room. That was a pretty good distance away. With just in minutes, it didn't take no time for that house to go up. So again, we got our prayers out for the men and women who were just burned out of their home. Ronnie Marshall, his father, his wife. Anyway, check your smoke detector. Make sure you got batteries. If you don't have one in every room in your house, please get one. It may not be necessary, but I just don't believe in fire detector. I have 8 fire detectors. Fire is nothing to toy around with. White about everything really quick. We're back to the take off. Please check your fire light, fire detector and extinguisher, please.
Green flag, green flag.
We're back. Hesgard, Getty Buckner. Blake Brady Briggs stayed right on the back door of Brian Hesgard. Getty Buckner and looks like James and Rado. They don't work, and they might actually get this line going if they can get lined up. bottom line. They're dancing around everywhere. Oh, and we have got wrecked again. Don't believe we're going to go yellow. It says final lap. That can't be right. Right here with Clay Phillips. Nothing they could do. I think he just panicked a little bit. And we have a single line of 8 trucks. It is still saying final lap. I do not know why it is saying final lap. Green flag racing. Second line to get it moving. Oh, Brady Brown, that was a move right there.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
But I believe this race is going to finish under yellow. And that sucks. And bad luck for those drivers there at the end. I would like to see it go completely green. But it is what it is, and it is a split race. So try to get set up here to do some interviews as I try to make me some notes here real quick. Newcomer of James Laredo, and Anthony Burroughs actually rounds out our top 5. So everything wasn't lost. Anthony did what he needed to do. Maintain consistency. Didn't talk much about Anthony tonight, but he was where he needed to be at the end.
Hey David, I don't know if anyone's told you, but your volume's a little low. Your mic volume is low.
How about now? Well, I think somebody just popped in and popped out. We'll get that straightened out before the next record. Oh, where was that? James Laredo. I probably messed it up big time. Anthony Burroughs. Oh, and now it says we got 4 laps to go. What's going on? That's it. Let me bring it back up and see what's going on. I could have sworn. We had 3 laps to go, so we may actually get to restart this thing. We don't know what is going on with the ticker. They had an update this afternoon, and everything was working. I did the test, and everything seemed to be working just fine. But I didn't do no real long race either. Well, if everything stands the way it is right now, it'd be Brady Briggs, Ryan Brent, Blake Griffith, James Laredo, and Anthony Burroughs in the top 5 finishing positions. I don't know. I mean, it says 3 laps remaining. We might get a green-white checker. Of course, it also says it's finishing too, so. Anyway, it was a really good race so far tonight. I mean, had a few more cautions than I expected for a split race. But all in all, we had 5 cautions for 18 laps. That was about 2 more than I thought we should add, or was going to have. I knew we was going to have at least 2, but I didn't think it would be 5. But anyway, they did a lot of 3-wide racing in tonight's event, and it was really good racing. And I believe the pace lights actually will go out this time around. And if they do, we will get green, white, and a checker. And yes, the lights are out, so we will be going back racing. Anything can happen. We've got 2 laps to go. I wonder if Brady Briggs, excuse me, if Brady Briggs can hold off Ryan Hesgard or Blake Griffin. Both of those drivers, really good drivers. Brady Briggs needs to get a good run and a good start here. And I believe he's got his Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin is going to be pushing the back door of Brady Briggs. And Ryan Hesgard's got James Larillo. Yeah, Larillo. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce his name. Those are going to be our drivers. Battling it out. You can't forget, we got Anthony Burroughs right here. He's 3rd position on the inside line. He's going to look to be trying to get him a win too.
Green flag, green flag.
Is out. White flag. They come across the start finish line. Anthony Burroughs way low. Nobody's giving any inches. Catch that replay in just a second. Looks like Brady Briggs is going to be our winner. Followed by Blake Griffin. Now I wonder how that is. Well, I have to take a look at that, but it's showing Anthony Burroughs actually finished in 3rd position. I don't believe that's correct.
whether or not we are still low or what. Let me do something real quick. Well, my 8 pins now. All right, let me see if I can't get Brady Briggs up in here. Do an interview.
Yeah, I got you, David. Go ahead.
Well, he's letting you burn out there for a little bit. How about that race?
Yeah, it was a good race. And I just got to give a shout out to Blake for pushing me at the end. Shout out to Connor Lane, too. I was stuck in the middle there. So shout out to them guys, and glad I got to bring it home.
Well, I'm glad you brought it home, man. It was pretty rough racing out there. 3 wide and everything.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. You know, I avoided a couple wrecks there, but, you know, Talladega plate racing, so Maine should be real good. Sounds like we got a full field, so it should be really good to watch.
Well, that's going to be good. That's going to be good. I can't wait to watch that race and call it. Well, congratulations on your win here tonight. I believe you're going to be securing a few more points in your standings. Right now, you are the leader in the A splits and inside of the main series, so way to go on that.
Yeah, thank you. Hopefully can keep it going here in the main and get another victory.
Well, that's good, brother. Well, now we'll catch you at 9:30. You get something to drink and get you something to eat, all right?
Hey, sounds good, David. We'll see you then, bud.
You want to give any shout outs?
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to all the admins here at DRL. You know, that makes this league possible. It's always fun to come out here, race these guys. Blake, again, for pushing me at the end. Connor Lane as well for pushing me. Everybody watching at home, my parents, fiance, everyone else, makes the sport fun. So hopefully we can give them a good show here in the main.
Well, I believe we'll get that going. All right, brother, you take it easy now.
10-4.
See if I can put him. All right, we're going to try and get one with Blake Griffith. Man, what is going on? All right, I just saw Blake. These drivers have got a lot of channels that they... Oh, he's in the league committee. We're going to drag him up anyway. Hey, Blake, you got a copy?
Yeah, man. How's it going?
It's going good. Excuse me. How about that second place finish there?
Yeah, man. I'll take it. It's always fun to race around Brady. He's a great guy to team up and work with. And then I had Anthony Burrows behind me, another great guy to race with. So, yeah, man, it was a fun race. It just it's unfortunate how I qualified. Man, I was 2 3/10 faster in practice running by myself all week. So when I got into qualifying, for some reason, I was 2.5 tenths slower. I don't know if maybe my brake pedal was dragging a little bit or what, but I ended up starting 9th or 10th, 12th, somewhere back there. But yeah, man, just tried to stay clean the whole race. Ended up going pretty good.
Well, I mean, you got second. You're currently second in the main standings, and you're currently second in the A split standings. So you and Brady Briggs are showing a show out there.
Yeah, man, I think Brady's still like 30 points. Well, before this race, he was 30-something points ahead of me, and he hadn't even got a win yet, and I had a win. So, man, Brady's been laying with it. But yeah, man, I appreciate you for doing the broadcast. Appreciate James and Branch and Tater and all these guys that put this league on. And big thanks to my team, CCR, Gary, and all those guys. Appreciate them.
Well, I'm glad you pointed out Brady Briggs' first win, because I totally missed that.
Yeah, man, he's got a couple of split wins, I think, but I don't think he has a main win yet. But he's going to get a couple, I'd say. But yeah, man, again, appreciate everything.
All right, yes, sir. You got anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Like I said, just James and Branch and Tater, Martin Wenzel, all the guys that put on this league. Appreciate you for putting on for doing the broadcast, and everybody that comes out and watches, and everybody that comes out and races. I really appreciate it. It's a lot of fun.
Well, it's glad to watch you out here, and I can't wait till the next season. I'll be out there racing with you.
Heck yeah, man. I'll see you in the main. Hopefully get another interview later.
All right, hope so. Good luck, brother.
Thank you, man.
All right, we're going to try Anthony Burroughs real quick. It's moving them around is a little worky-jerky. Hey, Anthony, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, you got you another top 3, man, or at least unofficially you have.
Yeah, one lap shootout was pretty crazy. We weren't even up to speed, and I was coming to finish. I was trying to push Blake. I was just trying to push Blake, like maybe try to make a move on Brady towards the end there. I don't know. I ran the back. I got up to the front once. Got caught up in 2 wrecks. Ran the back most of the race. So I'm not really all that great of a restrict plate racer. So to come out here with the 3rd place is pretty good.
Well, for somebody that's not a pretty good restrictor plate racer, you did all right tonight, and you still got one more to go. You gonna be able to make it for the main event?
Yeah, I should be able to. That's gonna be a crazy race. The field size is gonna like double. Yeah, hopefully we can keep it clean that race. I think we only have 1 fast repair, so yeah, it should definitely be a good one.
Yeah, I believe we do only have 1 fast repair in the main event. Anyway, you got anyone you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, shout out to Connor for working with me, one of my good friends. And shout out to everyone I raced in this racing clean. Yeah, shout out to everyone that puts on this league and you putting on the broadcast.
Alrighty, well, we'll look forward to watching you race in the next main event here at 9:30. Just get you something to drink, cool down a little bit, prepared to do it for 100 laps.
Yeah, thank you.
I think it's actually 75 laps tonight, 187 miles, so you got 75 more to go, brother. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that does conclude our DRL Winter Series A race tonight. Now, as of right now, our unofficial results is Brady Briggs, Blake Griffith, Anthony Burroughs, James Larilio, Ryan Hesgard, Getty Buckner, Chris James, Brandon Dalton, Robert Tyus, Clay Phillips rounds out our top 10. And we got Mike Lemon in 11th, James Pandolf in 12th, David Wright, Ryan Branch, Connor Lane,
Glenn Wilson, Jordan Gonzalez, my pick. I'm sorry, Jordan, in 17th, and Mark Vega in 18th. That will conclude the DRL Winter Series A race. And we will be back here at 9:30 trying to put on the main event, and we will be running 75 laps at 187.5 miles. So tune in at 9:30. I'll get all that set up, and we'll see you back here then.